Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Love. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And it is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Love from the gun. As he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
For the field goal attempt from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosas' kick is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup there.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Toronto first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
3 yards. First down, Thunderbirds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Joe Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field. Field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Love's pass, intended for number 48, incomplete. He was covered by Noah Igbenogany.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Love. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 31-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 10, Raiders 6. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Love now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Love. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll field this at the 5. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson's going to look to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Third down. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught at the 10. And touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say, I mean, what are you trying? I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, plays that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Love. Got his open man, it's Carr. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if the offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Love now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Love. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get any. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. This one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 24, Raiders 9. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The give to Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Love looking to throw it. And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll only get this to the 2-yard line, a near catastrophe. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Side here. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st down, Thunderbirds.
Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 31, Raiders 9. Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Jonathan Taylor.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now they can't even get a play off. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They run once more with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Love. For the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's going to let this one go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19. Yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One last shot now for Love. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Tonight's final score.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to...
Stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're pretty smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink. Cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in the pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. place. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Getting triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I word of got a gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. To see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can